certainly is, and it's going to be tough to go into this. Like we saw what the Sven did last game. I wouldn't say it was all on your end. That game, of course, we did point out how well the Mars and Rubik were doing on the side of Execration to really set up for that Sven, but yeah, when you've got the Sven Omni Knight here, it's going to be a rather dangerous kind of combination to give away. On T1, mind you, they do get the Slider Lifestealer, so they do have some ways of dealing with the Sven. I don't know about this Lifestealer though. I mean, I know a lot of teams do tend to pick it into the Sven. Obviously, the inbuilt range is going to be quite nice. It does feel like the Sven does kind of still deal with it though, if I'm honest, John.
Radiant team ban. Dire team ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Radiant team ban. Dire team ban. Dire team pick. Radiant team pick.
Shrek.
That it is. T1 looks like they'll get the Leshrac pick, which has surprisingly made it through all the way to this stage of the draft. Pretty rare in this current meta that the Leshrac does make it, especially on the tail end of the meta, but here it is. The Execration now to make their third pickup. What they do want to go into, I must admit though, I do like that Leshrac into the Sven. Definitely one way to deal with the Sven quite easily. The Execration, they might have a bit of a think about this one to try and find a bit of a solution towards this Leshrac. But do you think it's going to be a mid Leshrac, John? Because they've already got the Slider Lifesteal Leshrac. Like, they've got 3 cores picked up on the side of T1 of the first 3 picks. Makes me kind of feel like maybe the Slider's a support, or maybe even the Leshrac could be a pos support here.
Dire team pick.
Wind Ranger at your service.
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Absolutely. 4th pickup now, T1.
Radiant team pick.
Should be a support, but yeah, there it is. The Enchantress comes out, a Whitemon special. Very dominant on this kind of hero. Very effective as well with the enchant up against heroes like the Omni Wind Ranger and even the Sven. Can be extremely frustrating against this Enchantress, and
10 seconds
I
remaining.
do believe that is a very nice pick for T1, which brings me back to my question though.
5 seconds remaining.
Are we waiting for a last pick support here for T1, or are we going to pick another core and run the pos for Lesh? I mean, I wouldn't mind seeing the position for Leshrac. I don't think it's that bad. I guess comboing it with the Slider can be kind of nice.
Radiant team ban.
Mars!
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Dire team ban. Radiant team ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Yeah, they will. Final banouts now to come. Get rid of the Bat Rider first. 30 seconds
Dire
left.
team ban.
Now get rid of the Night Stalker as well, just in case. So both Cuckoo heroes in the offlane, so they aren't seemingly believing the exact same thing you are, which is coming out last. Meanwhile, Team 1 focusing in on some mid heroes. They got rid of the Invoker. Want to try and remove some lane dominant heroes that do well up against the Lesh. By the way, John, how long do you think it's going to take for this new patch to come out?
Radiant team pick. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Well, they said mid-December. No.
Dire team pick.
Puck!
Well, Puck comes out for Execration now, so a nice way to lock everyone down. To allow Yoe to just hit people with his huge sword. T1, final pickup for them. Looks to be a Cuckoo hero we're expecting.
10 seconds remaining.
What does he want?
5 seconds
I mean,
remaining.
he's got the LC there if he wants to run LC again, but it doesn't really do much in this draft.
Choose your hero.
Okay. Yeah, I think that's the way they're going. Yeah, they might just run the mid Doom and run the position 4 left rack, so you have the double stun kind of duo in the off lane there with Cuckoo and Zephyr. They still haven't picked him up yet though, so they are waiting a little bit, maybe discussing whether they want the mid Lesh or whether they want the mid Doom. Have the mid Doom though.
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
can force out a 2-0 victory for themselves, or whether T1 can force out a draw here. Again, this series doesn't really mean much for T1. They are already kind of set in stone in their position for the group stage. And here we go again between these two.
I came a long way. You die. To see you die.
It's just not fair. It's just not fair.
There actually wasn't, which is quite impressive, right? BTS literally just blinks onto I believe it was this staircase right here. No wards, he just blinks up, gets 3 in the RP, and what did he say? Yeah, not. Jesus.
You won't came a long way to see you
Gonna get the chat spamming things like Mafia again. It's not gonna be fun.
You might wish to retract your
What are you
last
doing?
move.
What are you doing to our mods, Cuckoo? It's enough, sir.
total spawnage.
Speaking of Rangers, do you feel confident about possible win Ranger? Like, we do see it here and there, but it has had very mixed results. You think BDZ makes it look good this game?
You are
30 seconds to go.
That's good. I came a long way to see you die.
Zephyr, gonna run into BDZ, now RR's gonna show
The
up.
battle begins.
White one's gonna be around to help out. Rupido gonna go for a God's Rebuke and we'll be able to take the bounty. It's gonna take a bit of harassment on his way out, but not too much. It's gonna be just fine. And Zephyr, I was about to ask, is he gonna leave the lane? And of course he is. He will TP down towards the bot lane. Very well lane with Cuckoo. And speaking of this lane, John, it is a fairly dangerous lane for Execration to lane into. I feel like if you do land the crush, or even just the bash into the split earth, it can be a substantial amount of damage you have to take. They're going already, it seems. I mean, top lane, I was looking at the Wind Ranger and White one dropping very low, but this bot lane also getting a bit of action, it seems. Even the mid lane, in fact, Ken taking a bit of damage here from Carl, but Carl is taking a lot more. That Ken has an orb up in a second. He may throw it out here. No, he won't opt for it. He'll hold out for now. Very low heroes across the map, even RR dropping low while I was looking at that. So we could have first blood at any moment.
Dire's courier has been killed.
Cuckoo going at it again with Zephyr. Yoe is the unfortunate victim of that exchange, but it's going to be alright. It's like mid, Carl has regened up with the cell. Ken's still looking to pump out as much harassment as possible. And unfortunately for Carl, he has not gotten lucky with one of those Ice Golem creeps, so he doesn't get that bonus armor that he would love right now up against his puck. Has got the mana drain, which is something you don't really want. As top lane BDZ is actually going to claim the first blood onto Whitemon's life. Just nice power shot into a few hits. Just got the kill. Carl's gonna be careful. Carl's been on very low HP many times now. Ken's got an orb available. He's waiting for the right moment. Carl, or the silence does not connect. So Carl will be okay. He's gonna walk up again, going for the creep, but is gonna miss out. Looks like Ken will wait another day to try and go after the life of Carl. Whitemon again dropping on the Enchantress. Mars able to pick it up this time around. This lane is proven to be a lot harder for Whitemon than I first anticipated. Apparently the Wind Ranger and the Mars, something to look out for.
Just hastening the inevitable.
Turn around onto Cuckoo, but Cuckoo has the fairy fire. We'll be able to get the kill onto Yoe and RR. It's a very nice couple of kills there on the bot lane.
Dire are scanning.
That he is. The Diabolic Edict still going to be a big problem for him. I think they're going for something, but he does get shackled up. They shouldn't really have enough damage, but Yoe is also going to show up from the side, and he does secure the kill. Nice rotation from BDZ.
Just for the sake of argument, how does one go about meeting the omniscience?
Shackles, not going to latch on, but they have the Dream Coil there, and they should have the damage output. He'll try to Fairy Fire up, but Ken is able to take the kill on the puck.
All ones will break.
RR will even come in and give him a bit of a free reset, in terms of HP anyway. It's going to make it a 4-2 now for Execration.
The forest cloaks me.
Whitemon does come in and get a nice invis rune for himself, but that's pretty much going to be it. He is even checking to see if there's a bounty around, maybe some stats. Yeah, really get much out of this though. BDZ is going to be fine to just walk away.
Are fortified.
Yoe is in trouble again, but looks like the purification is going to come out, and they couldn't quite follow up all the way with that Diabolic Edict. They might look to go back in soon, as Cuckoo has primed the bash. But they are not going to be willing to dive the tier 1 tower, though. Zephyr try and pull the creep wave away, but actually leaves it behind. It's going to meet up their way anyway. Yoe might get 1 deny from that creep wave.
No.
That he will. Looks like Wymon's still just chilling out, farming some neutral stacks in the Radiant Triangle. Everything pretty quiet on T1's end. In all fairness, Jackie has been farming very nicely on this lifesteal, up just about 200 gold ahead of the spend.
Where are you going?
Could have been in chat there from Wymon onto the Mars, Rupido. Looking for a
Dire's
fight.
middle tower is
Not
under
quite.
attack.
It's gonna hold on to the arena for later on. No real rush for him. Definitely a bit of a lull period here though between these two teams. No one really wanting to get involved too early now. Everyone seemingly very satisfied with just getting some farm up. Try, all forward, Ken does land the Dream Coil onto the Slaughter. Stormhammer gonna be there, Yoe will pop the guard strength, but he's gonna have to run now as the TP rotations do come in. Carl looking for a zoom out, Ken keeps juking him out mid-animation. Ken's gonna be okay. Looks like everyone else got out safely from Execration's end. That's gonna be a bit of wasted time and wasted TPs as well for T1.
Dire's top tower is under attack. Radiant structures are fortified.
Well, Zephyr, it's very deep in the tree line there. He'll go for a split earth, but now Arena's going to be dropped as well. Jackie is going to be able to rage out, but they do kill off the left track. Into Cuckoo they go. Still looking for that Doom, but a massive dodge review coming out. The Doom is going to be there now, but in trouble. Cuckoo dives underneath the tier 1 tower. A nice spear to hold down Jackie with Cuckoo. Does eventually kill off Ken. Into Rupido, they kill him off. And now BDZ is trying to run. A nice shackles out from the Wind Ranger. He's going to be okay, and it looks like they'll also get RR out.
Radiant's bottom tower.
And now the race is on
under
for some bounty runes. BDZ gonna race Carl then. So Carl has no chance in hell of getting them. BDZ is gonna be able to pick up both.
Bounty.
Well, the top lane, Cuckoo managed to get one, but RR got the other. So it is going to be a 3-for-1 trade on the bounties as BDZ does end up eventually dying for his trouble.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen. Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Dire's structures are fortified.
And Dream 12 mid lane catching up to it. This will be a nice couple of pickups if they can get it. Rupido getting a nice spear off onto the Zerg. Cuckoo trying to crush them up. He will kill off BDZ, and Carl is still running away from Ken. Cuckoo meanwhile trying to fight this one out in the mid lane. Misses that crush, but it's still alive as Jackie comes in with the open wood, but Rupido does kill off Slana. The Guardian Angel is out as well, and that should be it. But Zephyr will still go. He's good earth, but he is very low in terms of HP and mana. They do get the mask, but they'll lose the last track onto Ken. And he's just going to run away.
Radiant's middle tower has
They do
fallen.
get the tier 1 mid tower. So overall, not too bad for T1. A 2-for-2 trade as well. I think overall they'll be pretty happy with that.
Radiant's top tower is under attack. Dire's courier has been killed. Radiant structures are fortified.
Power shot almost landing there from BDZ, but Jackie, very quick reactions with the rage. He infests out as well, just to make sure he gets himself away from these crazy people. Go down the river a bit, see what's going on there. How's Yoe farming? Top of the net worth has been kind of juggling it there with Jackie.
Radiant are scanning.
It still does concern me, if you are a fan of T1, that Yoe not only has kept up in net worth, but is constantly overtaking Jackie on the lifestealer. This Sven is still going to be a pretty big problem as time goes on. To BDZ. We're away. Happy about that from BDZ. Bot lane. Again. Let's show himself to Jackie in the tree line, but Jackie doesn't really care for the puck right now. I'm just gonna leave him be. He's gonna continue creep skipping to not allow them to get pressure onto that tier 2 tower.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Might be a bit of a smoke up here. Team 1 do indeed smoke up. No vision out from the red. Oh, there was an ult. Alright, well they have been scouted out. However, they still jump in on the BDZ. He's got the wig run off, but it just doesn't matter. He's gonna die. Just a win ranger kill, however. Not too big of a deal for the side of Execration. They may be able to go for a bit more.
Middle tower is under attack.
Maybe not, T1. Could they try for the Roshan?
Dire's bottom
No, it seems like they
tower is
will
under
not.
attack. I wouldn't say a very quiet game between these two, but it's much more quiet than last game, that's for sure. Both teams respecting each other's potential. Oh, we're trying for that blink again, not opting for the Aghanim Scepter. Doesn't feel like he needs it. Jackie is trying to get a Hafen's Halberd up. Trying to get the disarm off on the Sven, and in all fairness, without a BKB, probably not going to be able to deal too well with that Halberd once it is up on Jackie. Radiant are scanning.
My thanks will come later, when you least expect it.
kill off his Sven. With the Doom there, Yoe does go down. Rosina, find that Hoop Stomp is going to come out from Carl. Still can, does kill off Whitemon. Jackie, he wants to leave now. His rage is over. Carl doesn't really have an easy way out. Jackie's still trying to fight, and Zephyr will show back up. But going after Ken. Speedy is going to be there once again from the Mars though to make things very, very difficult. So Jackie now backing back off. Zephyr, he'll go after BDZ instead, but BDZ surviving through the Pulse Nova is now going to be able to come back in. And with his teammates, they can kill Zephyr. He needs a couple more hits on BDZ, but he can't quite get there in time. And looks like he is going to accept the fact that he is dead. Still going after BDZ, but he's being kited. BDZ will walk away slowly.
My thanks will come later, when you least expect it. No, sir.
I think the BKB is a pretty smart decision to make here for Yoe. It's a bit too much going on from P1 to not pick up a BKB. So very relaxed on these two teams. You look at Zephyr, he's getting him. He's going for that Aghanim Scepter on the left track. The AC queued up, very standard stuff. Valyrion's going to be mostly picked up again by Execration. They're going to find a 3 for 1.
Time.
T1, they have their eyes set on this Roshan, but they haven't really found a good opening for it as they're not completely winning out these team fights.
Radiant are scanning. Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
There he is. They're going to try and reinvade this Radiant Triangle. They will run into RR. A very nice, easy kill with that Omni dead. They may make the rush to the Roshan pit. I still don't think it's going to be that easy for them, even with the Omni gone. T1, I mean, they'll get started. But Execration, they are starting to posture around the pit. Plenty of ways to get vision with that power shot and the spear. 5 seconds for that Omni to be back up. Power shot getting more vision now that to go in. Yoe is there with the ring of drop. Jackie aims is picked up on the line stealer, and Yoe in a very awkward predicament, or maybe not. Torpedo is pulling them back. He's got the sun out on Jackie. They'll lose Ken, they'll lose BDZ, and they'll lose the Mars as well. So the Roshan fight does work out in T1's favor as they go for a bit more. Cuckoo is there with the bash of the beats and RR. He does respawn, but he is also going to die. A 4-for-0 trade, and Jackie does manage to hold on to the Aegis.
Radiant tower is under attack.
My thanks will come later, when you least expect it.
Dire's structures are fortified. Radiant structures are fortified. Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Radiant's middle tower
He
is
gets it done
fallen.
eventually.
Thank you.
We're gonna come in now. Spear is there on the arena. Jackie gonna help out and keeping alive with the infest. Now the Mars in trouble will go down to Jackie. And here comes Cooper with a double stun out. BTS and RR both caught. They're gonna try and run, but another stun coming up from Carlos. The pump fakes there, and they'll get the killer's Carl. We'll give the tip over to BTZ. Now T1, they're looking for the high ground.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Yeah.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen. Radiant's middle barracks are under attack. Dire's top tower is under attack. Radiant's middle barracks has fallen. Radiant's middle barracks has fallen. Dire's courier has been killed.
That it is.
Dire's courier
Bot tier
has
2
been
going to be
killed.
targeted now by the side of T1. Ken trying to creep
Radiant's
skip while all
bottom
this is
tower
happening.
under attack.
It's going to buy him more time and space for his team.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
Tier 2 is gone, and they do have a few creeps around, so they can try to make the next high ground play. Like they do not want to go too far. They're going to back out, because they did spot out Ken, who was skipping that last wave. Instead, they are going to make the run up towards Rupido on the Mars. And try for the TB. Cuckoo, could he find him in time? Not quite.
Gotcha.
I sold
Look at the bounty though.
Almighty money.
Not too bad. Zephyr caught out by the smoke. He's going to die to Execration. It's completely surrounded there. Of course, Execration would have liked a bigger target than that, but sometimes you just have to settle for what you get. They are picking up the T1 tower. I suppose it is about that time to go up that mid Tier 1. We're 25 minutes in.
Middle tower is under
Yo,
attack.
we'll get started, but Jackie does not want to let it go down. Move back in, opening it down. They want to try on the spin. On the back, they have got Carl in the shackles. Yo, we're still fighting Jackie. Almost gets him as well, but Jackie, he's healing up with the help of Carl and Cuckoo. He will not die. Now onto the Mars as well, just chasing him down the river. Cuckoo would love for his teammates to move over right now. So he's the fastest man on the river. It looks like they will eventually be able to catch up. As the clumsiness does come out from Carl. Rupido is kind of a sitting duck. Heavenly Grace will help out a bit, but he cannot get out. Or maybe he can with the Glimmer Cake. He's trying to juke away. He does blink. It looks like he is actually going to be fine, as RR will trade his life away to help out his teammate.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower has fallen. Radiant's bottom barracks has fallen. Radiant's bottom barracks has fallen.
Regeneration!
That we will. And creep skipping, he's going to be able to just TP on the tree line, just be perfectly fine. the ads up now, and Kirk are going to make it that much harder to deal with his slider. No, it really hasn't had the most impact this game. He's been trying, but he has really been struggling. Just being able to hit people in these team fights. Feels like there's always something flying at him. There's Kuku now going to come in with a big sun out, and Jackie pops out onto Yoe once again. He's trying to go onto Carl, but look at the damage coming out from Jackie. He just can't quite finish him off. Ara is going to be the first casualty on the side of Execration. Now being to be chased down, but the punchy neck is going to be out, and Carl will give him another tip. They do burst him down.
Radiant are scanning.
They seem to know where the Mars went, but Rupido will be able to just get himself out. And Zephyr. Yoe is actually chasing him at the moment, but Zephyr's taking them out. Ken will finally take him down. But that was a very close call for both these two. They might have actually tied had the track had a bit more HP. I didn't quite spot that one, John, but Kuku and Jackie just killing off Yoe on their own. Looks like Kuku just TP'd up the top tier 2 tower. Backlines once again does catch out Ara. Like the Heavenly Grace is going to be just enough to get him out.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Zach, you're not going to stick around too long for that T2 tower. They're lacking a bit of a creep wave. They'll go back for some bounty runes. That'll be 4 bounty runes going the way of T1 this time around. Be a lot of gold going the Dire's ways. Kuku looks to jump in again, does find the Mars and looks to burst him down. However, a big stun out. A lot of wave coming out Yoe. He'll find Carl. So that's all he finds for now. The Guardian Angel does come in. Little bit fight back. They will also kill off Kuku, but Yoe has already died. They have no damage without that Sven. Ken's going to try and jump in on the puck, but it's just not going to be enough. He is being ignored. And we do actually have a DC on Jackie in the middle of all this. But this team fight is all but over, it looks like. I imagine T1 should just...
Deepest sympathy.
My thanks will come later, when you least expect it.
Well, I mean, you know, they've basically won the team fight. They've already found the Mars, they found the Sven. Yoe could buy back here, but it looks like they're about to lose RR. And, well, Ken might find his way out of this one. But it is going to be a 3 for 2. Could mean that they just rotate back towards the top lane, maybe find that tier 2 tower. Eventually, once they have their teammates back, start setting up to go for that high ground push up that top lane.
My thanks will come later, when you least expect it.
kind of what I was questioning earlier on, is whether this Wind Ranger was going to get much done. In the early game was really good for BDZ, but the hero is kind of just
Your last move.
garbage as a support once you go to the later stages of the game. But hopefully it won't take too much longer for Jackie to get back into the game, though. Again, I understand these players having disconnections like this, John. I've been experiencing some things during die time. It's been a very rough time in terms of optimization. Very, very rough. That's true. It is. Not done. In fact, I don't even care about the patch changes, if I'm honest, John. I just want my frames back. That's all I want. I don't care for the changes anymore. It's fine. Just give me the frames back. That's all I want. We have the reconnection. Good on it. Cuckoo will give the go when ready. And Execration. There you go.
When you least expect it.
Alright, does indeed die. Now BDT going to be in danger. Will also go down. Ken is the only one to get himself out. See, while they do have an opportunity to try and force some buybacks out, Carl will continue giving tips out. This time to Ken. Ken going to stick around, but now we'll throw the orb towards the north. And Jackie and Zephyr, they don't really care for the puck.
Radiant's top tower is falling.
They'll let him keep creep skipping. They've got plenty of creep from the other lanes coming in anyway. They
Radiant's
just want to
top
go
tower
for the next high ground.
Radiant structures
They will.
are fortified.
Will be forced. Again, trying to drag them back in. Jackie doesn't really have an Abyssal Blade yet to lock him down. Does have a basher, but he has to hope the lucky bashes to come through, and they did not that time around. That'll be enough. They force up the glyphs and they back off.
My thanks will come, my thanks, when you least expect it.
Regeneration.
Radiant are scanning.
Invisibility.
Smoke up. Roshan, 5 seconds away, but they're going to run straight into BDZ again, and that Wind Ranger just pops. Wasn't even close. Is Cuckoo going to look for a bit more now? Doesn't have the blink up, but it won't matter. They do check that Roche. They'll see a fresh Roshan. Looks like White Mon already has a creep watching out for it. That's exactly where they intend to go. And well, BDZ, he might feel forced to buy back if they are going to go for a team fight. But Execration, they may just opt not to, as they are so far behind in net worth. I don't think they'd really make it in time anyway.
Roshan has fallen to the dungeon.
There it goes. Roshan's down. They were chasing Carl that whole time. Carl was just fine to walk away.
My thanks will come later, when you least expect it.
Now I can creep to that top lane, but they...
Top tower is under attack.
Jackie's internet. It's always Jackie's fault.
Dire are scanning.
They jump in from the backside. Looks like Yoe is going straight after Carl. Not sure what to do. Probably was about to drop as well, though. And they also found RR. Yoe is trying to go after Whitemon. He's going to be spotted out. Ken still moving forward. Cuckoo is there with Jackie. There goes BDZ. And they just need escape. Buybacks are coming in from Execration, but do they have enough to fight back? Jackie is on to Yoe. He has no way of ripping himself, and look at the damage out. Just way too high. He's gone as well.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Especially so much damage coming up from one with these impetus, and yeah, they just call it. GG is called. That'll mean a draw for the second series of the day between T1 and Execration.